What's up, you guys? I'm Eric and welcome back to my channel. No, you grow up. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Super 7 Wave 11. And I feel like there's a lot riding on this wave for Super 7. Wave 10 was far and away the biggest flop they've ever had. It was so bad they actually had to redo a figure, and he ended up this wave, and we'll talk about him in a little bit. But Super 7's definitely kind of been a hot topic lately. So there's been a huge Ultimate sale on Big Bad Toy Store, and it's like nothing we've ever seen. We've seen figures that are pretty good figures going for like $20, which is insane for figures that are retailing at $55. A lot of people are saying Super 7's been in trouble. I've thought that for a very long time. I feel like they've extended themselves too far. They have way too many figures they're trying to make at the same time. It seems like the fact that they put up a pre-order for Wave 11 not even a month after they got Wave 8 out kind of tells me they probably need money and they need it now. Usually they'll do like a tease and then announce the wave the next week, and they didn't even do that. They just pretty much skipped to just throwing this wave right out there. And clearly they want you to order these figures from them, because this is the first time that I can think of that TMNT has had the extra like bonus accessory pack with the wave. But unless you're dying to get those few different colored weapons, I can't think of any good reason why you would ever order these figures from Super 7. I still haven't even pulled the trigger on Wave 8 yet because I want to see if there's going to be a drop anytime soon on these. Entertainment Earth went down in price pretty quick last time on their figures. And Super 7 definitely isn't like NECA, where if you don't get these figures right when they come out, there might be a chance where you're not going to get them. But let's start talking about Wave 11 here. So the anchor of this wave is clearly the Rat King figure that got pushed back from Wave 10 to Wave 11 after so many people, myself included, complained about how terrible that figure looked. Nobody wanted that stupid sexy Rat King from Shredder's Revenge. Everybody wanted a Playmate style one, and that was really like the first time where I really started to question Super 7 when they showed that figure. To me, that kind of showed that they have their finger nowhere near the pulse of what the fandom actually wants. And I don't think this wave really helps their case too much. Yes, they did good by this Rat King. I think this Rat King looks great. I am very, very excited for this figure now. And they even threw in the stupid sexy head for anybody that wanted that regular version. But this version is the version that we all wanted. It's the nasty, grungy, dingy looking version that we think of when we think of that Playmates Rat King. I like that he has the rats sculpted on. That is something that I wanted out of this figure, but it's kind of weird that he doesn't come with any loose rats as an accessory. That's not really make or break for me. I just thought that was kind of weird that they didn't include those, and I'm really happy with this revision. This is the Rat King that I wanted. I think it's the Rat King that most people want. So this just really shows that if you do speak up, if you do voice your opinion, you can cause change in things. You know, if everyone would have just been like, whatever, who cares what the Rat King looks like, we would have gotten that crappier Rat King. But now we are getting the version we wanted because so many people voiced their opinions. Thank you to everyone who spoke up about that figure, because now we're gonna get a figure that we actually want, and it's gonna get us one figure closer to completing that 89 wave, which I think we're only 2 figures away from at this point. So the only other figure from this wave that I'm probably gonna get is the Rappin' Mike. So this figure, like the Rocker Leo, is, I don't know what it is, it's just kind of a little bit underwhelming to me. It's definitely not a bad figure. I'm still going in on it. I still like it, but I just feel like the Punker Don set the bar really high for this subline, and I feel like these 2 figures haven't really capitalized the way that Punker Don did. I feel like without his accessories, he's definitely kind of a plain looking figure, but once you get the gold chains and the sunglasses on there, I feel like this figure does hit pretty close to home. The one major bummer is he only comes with the boombox and he doesn't come with actual turntables, so overall, it's just a pretty okay figure for me. I'm just glad that we are getting another Turtle subline figure. So the Battle Damage Foot Soldier is a pretty good looking figure. That being said, I don't think I'm going to go in on this figure. 2 of my least favorite figures from the NECA Toon line are the Battle Damage Foot Soldiers. They came tethered with Casey and April, but if they were just a 2-pack by themselves, I might not have even gotten it at the time. And at $55, if it's a figure that I don't really give a shit about, I just can't spend that kind of money on it. But objectively, I do think it's a pretty good looking figure. The detail in the render looks pretty good. I like how he comes with all the alternate heads, and he comes with a good amount of accessories too, which I feel like Super 7 is kind of getting further and further away from with these figures, like the figure we're going to talk about next. So Super 7's been doing some pretty low effort stuff. Wave 8 came out with that Shredder repaint that is literally the same exact Shredder, just with a different deco on it. Wave 10 has the red shirt Casey, which I probably still will go in on just because it's a Casey figure, and I do like Mirage Casey. And I feel like this Nomad Leonardo figure is one step above that in effort level but it's still not anything that I feel like is really even worth doing. I know there's a lot of people that did like the Ninja April figure from Wave 10. It's not one that I'm gonna go in on. I probably wouldn't even buy that one if it dropped to $20. And if this Leonardo ever gets down there, maybe I'll go in on it, but honestly, this is just such an unnecessary figure and it does nothing for me. Why do I need a Leonardo with a trash can hat? I'm not really a fan of the lampshade hat either. Like, I get what they were going for, but all I can really see is a lampshade when I see this thing. And he barely comes with any accessories. He pretty much only comes with the 2 katanas, the alternate head, and the Wakazashi. I can't ever remember how to say it. And even with the soft goods cloak, like, it's still just not enough for me to understand why they even made this figure. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't think Super 7 has the in-house talent to be coming up with original ideas on their own. I'm in this line for the Playmates aesthetic. That's what I want, and these original figures just aren't really doing anything for me. I do think Wave 11 is slightly better than Wave 10, but barely. I'm gonna get every figure but the Shredder repaint from Wave 8. I'm gonna get every figure but the Fuzzy Splinter from Wave 9. Wave 10, I'm just going in on the Leo and maybe that Casey. Let's be real, I'll probably get that Casey. The only figures I'm grabbing from Wave 11 are the Rat King and the Rappin' Mike. So with the exception of Wave 8 and Wave 9, with each passing wave, I feel like I'm getting less interested in what they're doing. And it is really sad because I do feel like this line was something special at one point. I feel like the first 4 waves that came out were pretty close to perfect. And I know that they know what we want. They literally just pulled a figure to change it to what we asked them to change it to, so they are definitely paying attention to us. So I don't understand how they're not understanding that what the majority of us want are just the Playmates figures. And I know I don't speak for everybody. I know there was plenty of people that did like that original Rat King. I know there's a lot of people that did like that Ninja April figure, but it's just not for me. And I feel like a lot of other people are in the same boat as me, where they got on this line because of the nostalgia. They wanted the Playmates inspired figures done with the modern style. And as they start to move further and further away from that, I feel like I'm just going to keep getting more and more disinterested with this line. The same thing's kind of going on with the NECA Toon line. I'm probably not going to go in on the Space Adventure Donatello and that Samurai Michelangelo. I really hope they are 2-packed together, or at least individual Ultimates figures, and they're not tethered to another figure that I do want, because I do think they're just kind of generic and bland and boring, and they don't have any appeal to me because they're not based off of anything I remember. I know nostalgia isn't everything for everyone. I know a lot of people do like new things, but I'm just not one of those people. So let me know what you guys think. How do you guys feel about this wave? Do you feel like Super 7 is moving in the right direction or the wrong direction, or just staying pretty much where they've been? Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you guys for sticking around, for liking my videos, commenting on my videos. That's all I got for you in this one, so take it easy, be safe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!